morning.
Good morning.
It is day 43. It is super cold. It is super damp from the fog. The wind is crazy. Camp is broken down. We're going to hike 3 miles down to the shelter and go cook our breakfast because it is cold. Sorry for the shaking camera. All right. As you can see, it's like a winterland up here. Far cry from last night. No views now. All right. I can't feel my hands. We're out of here. Look at this gorgeous morning. Huh? Oh yeah. That's what was just on us. And now it's starting to clear out here.
It's starting to come our way.
It's like a beautiful painting. Look at that. Look at that. Sorry if I'm moving too fast. I apologize. That is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. A little bit over there. Nice. What do you think of that?
It's worth it.
It's worth it. Alright. Yeah, it's about 30 degrees with that wind. I have no idea what that wind chill was, but man. It was brutal. I gotta tell you. It was worth the pain. It was worth the pain. And it was a lot of pain. Whew. Bandit pulled you all over the place. There's so much dog crap up there. I've never seen that much in my life. It's amazing. People are brutal. Bandit's peeing on it to mark the spot. Huh? Yeah, right? That's what we were in. This has been awesome. Dave and Carrie's Big Adventure. Hoo-wee. I didn't ever want to forget this. I had to tape this. Look at that. Hopefully that'll be clear by the time we get through there. Alright. That's where we were. We're about 100 yards behind that green tent. And fogged over again. We're almost up this other one. I think this is Jane Ball. Whew. All right. This is beautiful. Here we are at the Stan Murray shelter. It is 10:20. What's the device got? If you can see it.
34 degrees.
34 degrees. We just had breakfast because we could not do it up top. I don't know how these people take off without having breakfast. Whew. That was brutal. That reminded me of the whites.
It was very reminiscent of the whites.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Still don't have the chill out of my bones.
I know, that fog, when that wind starts ripping that fog tree, I didn't think I was going to get that tent apart. We did the tent. We hiked down to here. We're at 3.7 miles in. We got 10.4 to go on a 14-mile day. It'll be back-to-backers. Back-to-backers.
Back-to-backers.
I'll take that. Oh, Bandit's got an itch. Bandit cam.
Sometimes you got to scratch that itch.
Bandit cam. Yep. All right, yeah, and your device says it is 10:21. All right, we're gonna hit it. We're repacked, refueled, and ready to go. Pretty sure that's the back end of Jane's Mountain, maybe. The other one that we did this morning. Nice. Then we came all the way down and went to the shelter. Beautiful day it's turning out to be. Finally nice in the sun. We're going that way. We're at Yellow Gap. This trail that goes this way, across the Appalachian Trail, was the trail that was used in the Revolutionary War.
Take a picture of that.
Take a picture of this. Oh. Ooh, that's a steep one we're on here. Feels like you're going straight up. Look at that golden boy. Looks good in the sun. So the big one in the back is where we camped out. And then the one in the front to the left of it, that's the one we walked over in the morning. Way out there. Pretty cool. You cover a lot of ground and you don't even realize it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's only been, what, 5 miles?
Yeah, around something like that.
5, 6 miles.
Pretty crazy. Alright. I think I found our lunch spot. See, the trail heads right up that grass. I believe it's called Little Hump Mountain. And I think we're sitting up top in the breeze. Because now, even though it's cold with these raincoats on, we're sweating. Bandit says, "Come on, Mama, let's go get it. I want lunch." We've been letting them go off leash in between us. It seems to make for a happier dog and less trips for us. He doesn't seem to run up the trail, so he keeps staying between us. He keeps checking and runs back and forth, so there he goes again, following Mama. Alright. The views from Little Hump Mountain. Carrie busted it out. She knocked that one out of the park. I think that's where we camped. Camped on the big one. Then there's the little one, I think. I think that's Shane in front of it. Alright, I'll get back after lunch. Right. It's about 20 minutes to 1. It's 39 degrees on the device. Mama's getting her gloves.
It's windy.
It got windy and cold up here. Beautiful views.
You can tell, look at the sky.
Great
It's
place for
gorgeous.
lunch. You can't beat this. This has been great. I'll give you a turnaround behind me. I can't think of a better place for lunch.
Not at the office at work?
Nope. Not even close. It's been great. This is Little Hump. And then from here, we take 2 miles worth of trail. If I can find it as I'm panning here, behind me. May not show it. Oh, there it is. That's Hump Mountain. That's where we're heading next.
That way.
That away. Bradley Gap. Beautiful view. That's Hump Mountain. And that was Little Hump where we had lunch. Well, we're about 3/10 of a mile from the peak on Hump Mountain. It's quite the drop off down here. Whew. This one was a workout. That wind was throwing us all over the place down there. Still throwing me. I gotta hold the phone with two hands. Alright. That is one brutal climb. I can't imagine that on a cloudy day with wind. Oh! Let me try and block it. I don't know if this is even gonna work. This was crazy. You can see right inside. That was brutal.
That was parting his hair.
I don't know how fast the wind has to be to knock you on your ass with a backpack, but it was that at least. Woo!
At least.
All right, we gotta go. I believe this should be the end of the highlands. Follow this out, I believe, all the way down through the grass, back into the trees. It's quite the journey. I'm glad we had good weather for this. Bad weather would have been a nightmare. That would have been like being up on Madison or something, up north. That wind was strong. That might be the strongest wind I've been in. At least the gusts. Yeah, once you got to that gap, it was brutal all the way up that mountain. Seems to have died down on this side some. All in all, it's a beautiful day today. It's a great day to be out here on the AT for sure. There they are. Alright. Well, at least far out lets you know that there's barbed wire here. There's no sign saying that it's here. So anybody with a dog running free, you better look out. Because that'll hurt. Runs on the whole deal. God, what a beautiful day. What do you think, Ma? You could do that for your morning walks? And they get you going in the morning. Ooh. That's half the distance. Just a lot of uphill. Alright. Well, that's it. We just did it all. You can barely see it through the trees now. Yeah. I don't know, Dad. I think I might have found your Booger Mountain Christmas tree farm. I don't know if that's it or not, but we're on the Carolina side right now. I would say that those are Christmas trees. And then all the way out there too. Where'd that go? Yeah, right down there. I don't know. Could be. Alright. I don't know if that's the last time or not, but I figured I'd take a picture of it. I think we got one more across the bandit this way. We came across 3 deer and now he wants to go after them. He wants to go see what they're all about. I think we're better off if he doesn't. Well, we're on the home stretch now. 1.4 miles to go. It's a little after 4, sometime after 4. I don't think the temperature ever broke 40 today. That's nice hiking weather. Although that wind up top, that'll knock you on your butt. Almost did a couple times. Blow you right out of the track of the trail. It's so, it went in so deep when the wind hit you, you'd trip right out. All in all, pretty good. I don't think that was the end of North Carolina. It could have been. I think we got one more dip into North Carolina. crazy. Tomorrow's another big surprise. We got a big surprise tomorrow. Whew. Bitten has been walking pretty good. We got the leash looped on his harness in case we need it. But he's been staying pretty much where he needs to be. And if we get spread apart, he goes back and forth. He seems to like that better. So we're going to go with that for a while. At least during the week. We'll have to see how busy it is on the weekends out here. So far, so good. Alright. Well, that is the end of day 43. Whew.
Another 14-mile day.
Another 14-miler. Beautiful views.
Yeah, we were through the Roan Highlands, and it was gorgeous. It was a really cold start, really foggy start.
We had to delay our start. We were up and ready to go. I couldn't see more than 3 inches in front of me. I was like, yeah, we better wait a minute before we start disassembling the tent here.
I came to the tent and I said to him, if you can't see beyond your hand, we probably shouldn't be moving.
Yeah, so I waited to start getting some daylight around 7. So we got a little bit of a late start, but not bad. I think we started at 7:30, 8 o'clock.
7:30, 8 o'clock. Yeah, that's without breakfast. And then we stopped at the first shelter and ate our breakfast because it was too windy and wet to even try lighting the stove and cooking oatmeal.
I don't know how these guys go with no breakfast. They don't go for breakfast. They don't stop for lunch. We stop for lunch every day, 40 minutes. We got at least a 10-minute break in the morning and at least a 10-minute break in the afternoon. If it's a long day, we'll take a couple in the afternoon. Mm-hmm. We got to do that.
We got to keep the puppy hydrated.
That's right. 84 miles a week will get us there. It'll get us there and be a little over 6 months. And we're hitting, I think we just hit 81 this week. So next week, 84 the rest of the way. That's 14 a day for 6 days with a day off. That ain't bad. We usually don't take a day off a week. It's now we're getting in that pattern of every other with a Nero every other. I think that'll work out good. I think we're going to get this thing done.
We're going to fight like hell to do it.
Either way, we had a blast today.
It was a good day.
And we'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.
Peace.